Samastitihi, the equal standing pose. Bring your attention down to the base of your feet for a moment and feel the bases of the big toes close by each other. Feel the emptiness rising up through the inner body. Activate the bandhas, that activation deep in the center of the pelvic bowl. Keep the belly tucked in. Another easy way to think about the bandhas, especially around the low belly, is to imagine that you have on a pair of skinny jeans and you gotta keep it tucked in, all right? So, the first breath is called ekam in Sanskrit, which means one. So we begin with one, the first breath, the beginning of the Ashtanga journey, as though ekam, inhale, is the beginning of the story of each practice, almost like you're saying to yourself, once upon a time in a land far away, the mystery of the practice draws you in. Ekam, inhale. Let's explore the inner journey together. We begin with this movement that draws energy down from the base of the feet, brings it all up through the center line of the body, and articulates that rise up from the chest through the shoulders, all the way out through the top of the head and the fingers. So in order to articulate ekam, you have to know how to raise the arms, because there are a million ways you could raise the arms, and many of them will lead you in the right direction. Many of them are also dead ends. Let's start off with understanding external rotation of the shoulders. So inhale and bring your arms out to the side. Pause here for a moment in a T shape, and then find your little fingers. Turn your little fingers up so your armpits start to smile forward or shine forward. Then spread your fingers wide apart and reach for the full distance apart so your hands spread wide apart. Imagine that you're looking up towards a glorious sunrise, and then bring the arms together above your head, gazing up at the thumbs. And then exhale, open the arms and let them rest completely by your side. So this is one movement that actually begins to help your whole body rise up through the center line. Using the external rotation of the shoulders, meaning the shoulders spin back, shoulder blades are down the back, and you rise all the way up, hands together. Helps you lift up through the center line and back in. Now, if you can raise the arms out to the side, you'll notice that the chest rises up. The one negative that can sometimes happen with this is if you're a little over enthusiastic about raising your arms, you can end up with a big back bend, which takes you off the center line. So we're looking to find the energy of the body rising up along the central axis and an external rotation of the shoulder joints. There are so many ways that we can find our way up to the pinnacle of ekam. We can also try straight ahead. If you spin the arms forward and spin the armpits forward as you rise up through the center line, and then let the hands drop down. We'll try a third way to move into ekam, starting off with your hands in prayer. Draw the belly in, rooting down into the bases of your big toes. Then inhale as the elbows track towards each other, shoulder blades down the back, rise up through the center line. Let's hold it up here for a moment and then come on back down. So now figure out which movement is best for you. If you feel comfortable raising the arms out to the side, this is a movement that if you're looking to increase flexibility in your shoulders, you may find that that's the movement for you. If you're looking to increase strength in your shoulders and work on your alignment towards the center, you may find that bringing the arms forward, whether it's straight out with the elbows or tracking through the center line, is the best way. If it's hard for your shoulders to find their sense of alignment, then I'd recommend you try to go straight out to the center. Pause for a moment and choose option 1, 2, or 3, and we'll begin. Ekam, inhale, rise up through the center line, gaze up at the thumbs. Let's hold it for 5 breaths. Root down into your feet while you rise up through the center line. So there's an equal and opposite reaction. As much as you're rising up, you're also rooting down. And exhale, come on back into the center. Remember that there's not a right way to raise the arms. You're just trying to find that pinnacle of ekam. Let's move on to the second breath, which is called dwe in Sanskrit.